guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. So, I decided recently to kind of trim down my DVD and Blu-ray collection. I don't know if some of you guys do this or maybe go through your stuff from time to time, but with my birthday just passing and with Christmas around the corner, I get movies for Christmas. I know I asked for maybe like 7 or 8 of them. Usually I get them when people say, "Oh, what do you want?" And I say, "Oh, this is Blu-ray I really want," or whatever. And then I buy myself some here and there as the year goes by. So I just found it kind of amusing, and I wanted to talk about it. This is kind of two things. When I get really into a director, I will buy their other stuff just to see how it all is. And for the most part, if I like a couple things they do, usually I like all they do, but it's not always stuff I have to have. So, for instance, Scorsese, I like him a lot. I really love Goodfellas, Casino, Taxi Driver's good. That one's really grown on me over the years. But I also have things like The Aviator, The Departed, and Gangs of New York that I don't think I will ever watch again. That are good movies, and I know they're good movies, I've seen them, but I don't think I'm going to watch them again. Also, things like Gang of New York and Departed just feel big. They feel like long movies. I know Gangs of New York's probably in like the 2.5, 3 hour range, and most of the time I don't have 3 hours to watch a movie. Like, I've been wanting to show Beth the Godfather movies for a long time. We saw the first one. I've seen them all, but she hasn't seen 2 and 3, especially 2. 3's not so great, but they're so long that you really have to like cut out part of your day to watch a movie. So that hasn't really worked well for me the past couple of years. You get home from work like 6 o'clock. You eat dinner, let's say 6:30 or whatever. You get home from work 5:30. Eat by like 6:30. Then, 7 o'clock, 7:30 rolls around. You go to put something on, and do you have 3 hours to watch a movie? Sometimes you don't. It just depends with work and getting older and stuff. And I hate using that like rationale, getting older, and it's just true though. So I went through my stuff, and another director that I really like, Abel Ferrara, King of New York and Bad Lieutenant, which I love. I had bought his other films too, Our Christmas and Subway Stories and New Rose Hotel, and these are movies that are interesting because everything he does has like a flair to it, but am I going to rewatch all of them? Probably not. So what I did was I went back and rewatched some of the stuff I was on the fence about, and if I went, you know what, I can live without owning this, I got rid of it. I have a family friend who doesn't have a Blu-ray player, and he has many, many DVDs, and he'll give me some. He'll give me like a big bag of DVDs, and I'll go through them and, watch ones I wanted to see, then give them away, or keep the ones that maybe are really good or whatever, and I'll give him stuff. So I've been pretty much unloading DVDs on him that I think he'd be interested in, and I don't want to just donate to the thrift store. Sometimes I do, but for the most part I give them to him. And then with the Blu-rays, I've been either selling them online or giving them to friends I know would like them, like Braveheart, for instance. I love Mel Gibson. I think he's awesome. But Braveheart's cool. It's a cool movie. It's like 3 hours. I don't always have like the energy to watch this like epic film, Sometimes I want small, goofy, fun, silly. So it's turned into getting rid of Scorsese films and buying things like Manos, The Hands of Fate on Blu-ray, which I find very, very amusing that's happening. But, and another thing is when you want to watch something like late at night, I tend to stay up late on the weekends. So Friday night comes, I throw on a movie at like, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, and I want to stay up for a couple hours. I'm not going to put on The Aviator or The Departed or whatever. Another director, let me go backwards. I'm not going to put those on. I'd rather put something silly on, like a goofy movie, not the goofy movie, a goofy movie, or, a cheesy movie, or some kind of like cyberpunk or horror film that I like that's maybe smaller and more condensed or a smaller scope. So I've just been unloading DVDs and Blu-rays that I just don't think I'm going to rewatch. Another director, as I was going to say, that I like, that some of his movies I knew I wasn't going to rewatch, was Darren Aronofsky. I like Pi. I like Requiem for a Dream. I think he did the Batman films. I like those. But then, you know, The Fountain and Black Swan and Noah, like, they're cool, but they don't do much for me. And The Fountain seems kind of pretentious in ways. So I just was like, yeah, I'm probably not going to watch these again. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I've just been making room for the few DVDs and Blu-rays I'm going to get for Christmas. But I wanted to know what you guys thought and what you do. Do you weed stuff out sometimes and trim down? Or do you just keep collecting and collecting and collecting? I know some of my friends just have walls upon walls of Blu-rays and DVDs. And I mean, I don't have that kind of space because I'm in an apartment. But I also don't want the house to just be overrun with movies. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.